Hello, this is Charles Derecskey, aka Chaz. I am a first-year math instructor at the Stanton campus of Dell Tech. For my project, I decided to do a quiz. I wanted to create a quiz using an online tool called WebAssign. Now, the calculus classes at Dell Tech already use WebAssign for homework and quizzes. And I've taught, actually, before I was full-time as an adjunct for several semesters, I've taught calculus classes at Dell Tech. What I have traditionally done in the past is I have imported other people's quiz and homework assignments and tweaked them as I saw fit. But I needed to learn how to create these things on my own, and WebAssign actually has a fairly steep learning curve, so this was a really good experience for me to finally sit down and do it. So first of all, you see I'm logged on WebAssign. You can see that up here. I needed to create a fake course for this project, and that's right here. That's Math 282. That's Calculus 2, a course I currently teach. And I created this quiz here. I called it Quiz Chapter 10. Down below, this other stuff are from the actual courses I really do teach this spring, Calculus 1 and Calculus 2. So let's take a look at the Chapter 10 quiz. First of all, the way it works is the quiz is constructed out of questions that come from a bank of questions which are connected to the textbook, which is called Calculus. So I'm going to go ahead and click View. Let me just make sure this is Windows down here. Okay, so this would be the quiz that the students would take. There are 10 questions. You can see some of them have graphics on them, some of them don't. Some of them have multiple choice components, like this one down here with the squiggly graphs, and there's also stuff to type in. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. I can show you some of the construction of it, and right here, click Edit. The quiz down here, these are the 10 questions with point values over here on the right. The quiz, as I said, was constructed out of a bank of questions which are connected to the textbook. If I wanted to add more questions, I come over here to Question Browser, and this is a picture of the cover of the textbook, and I go down to Chapter 10, and let's say I pick something out of Calculus of Parametric Curves. Click that. Let's open up. Alright, so these are all the different questions I could pick. Here's the swirly one that you saw a moment ago. You see right here it says remove. I can remove it. If I wanted to add another one, like this nice picture here, I would just click Add, and when I click Add, it pops up here on the right, and it pops up over here. Question number 11. I click Update Assignment, and now there are 11 questions here. Okay, let's save real quick. And alright, I'm going to go back to the home screen. Two more components of this. One thing is I have to schedule the quiz. So I scheduled it. I created a fake course which started April 13th and is actually running all the way through to December. So I can sort of build on this template and no one will see it, and none of my current students will see it, but then I can turn it on when the fall semester starts with all the quizzes and homeworks preloaded, and then just tweak the starting date so it'll be the normal 16-week course. Anyway, right now the quiz is due Saturday, May 10th. If I wanted to change that, I can reschedule to another week, or I can change it within week 4 of the course. This part isn't really too interesting, but anyway, so I can make the due date whenever I want. I'm going to go back to home. The final component is the scores. How do I see how the students did after they took the quiz? This part is going to look fairly empty here. This is right here you have the questions 1 through 11 here with point values. As students register on WebAssign, this column here will fill up with their names, and I'll be able to see not only what their score is here as a percent, total, the percent score or the total points earned, but also which questions they got wrong. It's happened before when I've used other people's quizzes. There was a particularly challenging question or something that was fairly obscure, and students sort of complained about it, and I was able to see that and say, well, we won't count that one, and then just quickly recalculate the scores. Okay, so I'm going back to the home screen now. That is pretty much it. It was a really good learning experience. It's something that I needed to do, and it's something I'm definitely going to use as I do teach several sections of Calc 1, Calc 2, and apparently in the fall I'm doing Calculus 3, which also uses WebAssign, and so I can start building up my own bank of homework and quizzes and not have to rely on things created by other people. All right, well, thank you very much.